Hi, I'm Nilay Shah. I'm the co-founder of Reitcircles. I'm currently based in Berlin, and I've been working on this Reitcircles project for the last 1.5 years. And this is just an intro video for myself. And I've been a serial founder for the last few years. Currently, I'm engaged in the banking industry and also co-founding Reitcircles. I've been a stake pool operator in Cardano, for example, which is one of the largest staking networks. And Cardano itself is a highly ranked chain with very less security vulnerabilities, and it is kind of competing in order to, let's say, provide the best staking network among all the crypto platforms. And currently, we are developing the Reitcircles platform to provide end-to-end service for the real estate industry, starting with the verification of the real estate, and then later on tokenizing the real estate in the form of an NFT, and then provide lending services and fractional real estate ownerships via this platform. So it is really meant to be, let's say, making the whole industry go online, because real estate is one of the kind of a lagging industry where all the other industries, many of the cases, they've been digitized, but real estate frankly lacks in that in many parts of the world. There are of course places in Europe. For example, I'm from Netherlands, and there much of the work, at least in the real estate, to a large extent, there are digital registries provided by the government, but centralized only with the government. And what we plan to do is basically take those set of data and then build a verification platform. So because verification typically, for example, is an aggregation of different sides of the story. So you have to provide the checks for the asset ownership, you have to provide checks for the title deed ownership, you have to provide checks for example, your banking liabilities against the asset, and such and so on and so forth. So essentially what currently the banks do is that centrally they have taken over the responsibilities for giving this service. But what Reitcircle plans to do is to make it more democratic, means everybody should be able to do it on their own, manage their own ownership, and at the same time let the blockchain talk about the, let's say, the trust relationship that we have. Because the banks typically are centralized power source, because they have the access to capital to give to the owners for mortgage, for example, and they also take over the other part of the value chain of verification, other things that need not be so, because typically now blockchain driven systems will come up where the blockchain will be the source of trust. And of course, a garbage in, garbage out, which also means that the data that goes into the blockchain has to be verified. So the difference between the data on normal data, like if I provide a PDF, versus if I give you a blockchain data which has been verified by real world people with the signatures and everything, that speaks to a different level of trust altogether. And that's what we are first targeting. We are providing a verification platform which can scale globally, and we are providing all the tool chains for that. And then secondly, once it is verified, the owner will get an NFT, and that NFT will contain the entire life history of the, for example, the asset. And that's a very strong source of truth, because over time this will build up, and gradually what you will see is that people are using such a platform for providing verification of their assets. And then once verified, then there are many other things that, let's say, are in the pipeline. We have provided you a white paper. You can go through that, which extensively goes into detail about what are the different products that can be built once an asset is verified. And that's it. Thank you for listening to me, and hoping to hear back from you. Thank you. Bye.